welcome back to
Bunso
Bunso Bites.
Bites.
I'm your host, Ami43.
And I'm your co-host Chiggy. And as you can see,
Chiggy, what's going on with the set? I'm confused.
yes, our set is bare.
Where did
We
it
went ahead
go?
and took all of our plushies out because today is our plushie episode. So what we're gonna do is we cleared off the set for all of our plushies, and we're gonna bring them back on, and then also some other plushies that we couldn't fit onto the set. Introduce them, how we got them, if we like them or not, and just the just a brief story behind
Hopefully like
everything.
them. Yes, we've been, I don't know, it's kind of just been a thing that we've been doing since we started dating. We really like plushies. We really like Pokemon plushies, as you
Yes.
will see. But that also expanded. And I think a big part of that was during the pandemic, Squishmallows got really big. And I really like Squishmallows. So that became a thing. And I made it a thing for us.
Yeah.
As I say, with like big eyes. So yeah, I'm also excited. I feel like this will bring up a lot of fun memories for us. So let's get started.
Let's get started.
Cool.
Uh, Want to rock paper scissors for the first one?
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Is it rock, paper,
On
scissors?
shoot.
Okay.
Ready? Rock paper scissors shoot.
Oh, you win. Okay.
What are you talking about? I had paper.
I had rock.
Did you?
I had rock.
I'm not looking at you because I'm looking at the computer.
I had rock. Everyone.
Okay.
I know because
so-
I'm wearing a light colored shirt. My sincere apologies. I had rock.
So since I win, I get first pick.
What was that?
What?
Where are you gonna fit it? Okay, there.
Plushie number 1.
Plushie number 1.
So here's the first plushie. This is Snorlax. It is the 20-inch Squishmallow that Ami bought for me for. Was this for my birthday?
It was not this year's birthday.
It was not.
It might have been either the year before or the year before that. We've had this one for a little bit.
I think this is 2023.
Okay.
So this one was for my birthday in 2023. He's very plump. This is the Snorlax one.
Is that the 20-inch or 24-inch?
This is 20-inch, I believe.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I don't memorize the sizes of these things, and we have a variety of sizes, as you will see. But yes, this is the Snorlax Squishmallow. When Pokemon announced this, I follow Pokemon and Squishmallows on Instagram. When they announced that they were making Snorlax one, I immediately knew that not only was I going to get that for Chiggy, I was just going to get that so that we had it. Um, Snorlax is a big deal for us because that's Chiggy's favorite Pokemon.
Yes, he is.
Also, Snorlax number is
Pokemon number 143, as Ami has confirmed. He is my favorite Pokemon. He is my spirit animal. And with this specific Squishmallow, as you can see, when I try to hold him, he's just too big.
He a big boy. He
He's
a
just
plumpy
too
boy.
big boy. But I love it.
Yeah.
So.
He the big plumpy boy.
I wish I could sleep with him like this, but I'll just end up not, and then he'll just fall out my arm. So
Yeah.
this is the first one. So we're gonna put him
Snorlax.
right here.
Hopefully he stays. Because I'm not gonna lie, when we set this up originally, they were all kind of leaning on each other very precariously.
We're gonna be playing a game of Jenga with these plushies as we continue on with the episode. So going on with the first pick for Ami.
So logistically, my number 1 draft pick is giant Hello Kitty. That's why I was wondering if the size of that one was 20 or 24, because Hello Kitty is bigger. This
So
is
that must be 24.
Yeah, but I feel like she's even bigger than 24. She's chunky. She's a big one. This is the kind that you get from Costco, like the ones in the big bins. And if I'm not mistaken, we got this at Costco.
Yes, we did.
We didn't get a cart for some reason that trip, and I had picked it up and I was walking around holding it, looking like a possessed child. Oh my gosh, you can't even see me above her. Hello? I'm so sorry. You couldn't even see me. I didn't even realize. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to squish you, Hello Kitty. There, we'll do that. Yeah, but I picked her up while we were at Costco out of one of the bins, and I was just holding her until Chiggy went and got a cart so that we can put her in the car, and we bought her that day. I think it came out with a couple, like there was like a rainbow Hello Kitty, and then this was before they came out with like the cupcake ones and whatever. Like this is just OG XL XXXL from Costco Hello Kitty. And the reason why I wanted to pick her first is because she's actually like the base on this side to hold up the rest of all the ones that will come here. So we love her. We love Hello Kitty. We love Sanrio. Woo!
Yeah, just like the Snorlax one, Hello Kitty's too big to sleep with, but she does make for a very good pillow when you're sleeping, though.
Oh, 100%. Like when we get our like future home and future couch. See, I can't even balance her right anymore. Our future home and our future couch. She's gonna be like in the corner of it, and she will be just included on the couch because she's just that cozy. She's
Yes,
kind of leaning on the side, but she'll be fine.
I do remember sleeping on her for one trip, and we had all the
Oh, that's
family.
right.
We
Yeah,
had
I put it
half
in the
the
back
family
seat.
in the hotel room, and since like there wasn't enough pillows to go around, I
Yeah.
used Hello Kitty, and it was fabulous.
Yeah, she's like perfect like pillow size, genuinely. A little too big to like cuddle with, but like pillow size, a okay. Okay.
All right, so going on to my second pick.
Chiggy's second draft pick. Drum roll, please. Oh, you got a cute one.
All right, so my second plushie pick is Cubone. This is from GameStop.
Cute bone, 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 bone.
Um, I really don't like this plushie only because its head is so heavy. Whenever you try to place it down, it just falls forward.
The center of gravity is a little off on this guy.
Yes.
He's yeah, his the way they did the skull on the Cubone's head, it's extra stuffy and extra plushy, which like you would think you want, but because like his head is turned and it like the way the little like snout comes out, yeah, he doesn't stand on his own. In I think it was in the first or second episode we were recording, we could not get him to stand. Like we were trying to get to prop him up against other plushies, like he was just not having it. So eventually we kind of just like lied him like 3/4 of the way, and he was just kind of sitting on the edge.
Yeah. So for him, there was no specific reason why I got him. Um, it wasn't for any special occasion. It was just because,
We walked into GameStop, we saw him, and we were like, we are adults.
well, actually, yeah, we did see him a couple of times, but I got him one random
Oh,
day, and I guess he was on
oh,
sale.
that's right, that's right. I would,
And
cause yeah, yeah, yeah.
I specifically remember the employee asking if I wanted him out of the plastic, and I said no, I
He
want
was
him in the
originally in
plastic.
plastic. Yes, I do remember
And
this.
he was like, "We usually take them out the plastic." And I'm like, "No, I want it in the plastic."
Yeah.
And so that was a weird conversation I had with the employee. But he's my number two. Um, since he doesn't like to balance, I'm gonna put him down here at the bottom,
Yeah.
and then we'll fix him up later because he'll probably fall over. So I'll just clean him back.
He looks like the little fossil from the game. Oh no, he's fine like that. Look at that. Okay.
Yeah, it's not centered, but you can still see him.
Okay.
All right,
Um.
second pick for Ami.
Do 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 do. I think I'll get. Hopefully this won't let them fall everywhere. Okay, not too bad. So, this guy. This is Grogu. Again, all of my plushies are covering my face. This is Grogu. Put to the side. Okay. So Grogu was a Target,
He was a
and
Target pick.
it was a Target pick and it was a COVID pick. We were at Target picking up like a necessity. Like it wasn't like we were running an errand, probably picking up either toilet paper or paper, something. Um, and it was around the holidays. This is either 2020 or 2021 because they had the big toy bins out in the middle of the aisle. Now, every time we go to Target, we always go to the toy aisle because we always look for either Pokemon cards or plushies or kind of just see what's out and about, like what's happening and what's updating. And with this one, he was like I said, he was just in the middle of the aisle, and again, I just picked him up, and then we walked out the store. Well, I bought him. Let me make that clear. I didn't just walk out the store trying to steal it. We bought him, and we took him home. Um, I'm pretty sure I even made an Instagram reel about it.
Right. I was gonna say that like this one in specific, we had to make a reel about it because we walked into Target with the intent of picking up necessities, and we came out with a Grogu. And you definitely did make a reel about it.
Saying those exact words. I was like, we went to Target. Or what? Oh no, because I was asking you. I was like, I think in the reel I said something like, babe, where are we at? And you're like, Target. And I was like, what are we getting? Necessities. What do we actually end up getting? And I was like, Grogu.
Yeah,
Or at the time, I called him Baby Yoda.
correct. Baby
Because
Yoda.
I'm gonna be very frank, I'm not like a huge Star Wars fan. I was on the bandwagon of Baby Yoda's V cute, and at the time, this plushie was just V cute. And I love him because he has the little frog, like alien frog. He's so cute. And again, good hugging size. Very cute and wonderful. And yeah, I fell in love with him, and so we had to bring him home.
Yes, I will say that this is probably the first one that is a good plushie to fall asleep with. I've actually fell asleep hugging him. Um, no homo, no diddy, nothing like that. But
Oh,
it is
look at
a
you.
really good size plush for us.
Yeah, he's so cute. Okay.
Okay. So for my third pick, I'm going to pick up another big size one. So number 3, this is my third pick. This is Gengar. I got him this past Black Friday from Walmart. Him and a couple other ones were only $25, so I ended up snagging them because originally they were 50.
Yeah.
So I picked up him. I don't really like Gengar per se. I think out of all of the base, or not the basic, but the first gen Ghost Pokemon, I think Haunter's my favorite, only because he was pretty much just a prankster in the actual
Oh, in that
Pokemon series.
episode, yeah, he was the silly one.
I mean, even though Gengar is the only one that does have feet out of the three, I don't really like him that much. But this one's pretty cool because on the back, he has all this detail with the his spikes,
Yeah.
and it's just running your hands through these kind of feels weird, but it is a good detail to this plushie.
Yeah, if you're a Gengar fan, this is one of the plushies that like they did a really good job because I know Gengar gets a lot of love from the Pokemon Company, so there is a lot of merchandise surrounding Gengar. And actually, we've been wanting, quote unquote, wanting a Gengar plushie for a while because they had, if I'm not mistaken, around the same time they had the Snorlax one, or like the generation after or before, they had the Gengar Squishmallow, and we were like, we were always on the fence. We'd like add it to cart, but we would never commit to it because neither Chiggy or I are big Gengar fans specifically, but
Right.
we are big Pokemon and obviously very big Gen 1 fans because that's the generation that we played with growing up.
It's the only generation that mattered.
Okay. Let's not start there because I actually really like playing all the Pokemon games in their own right. Like I think every generation has their perks. Um but as Chiggy said, this past Black Friday he committed and we finally got one, and I'm really glad that we got this one instead of the Squishmallow because again the details, it's a really solid Gengar plush. Like if you are a Gengar fan, this is a good Gengar plush.
So there's the story behind Gengar.
Yeah.
We're gonna put him somewhere to the right of me in this little crevice.
Oh goodness. We are
Ugh.
completely changing the set.
Well,
We're gonna make it
we're
work
gonna
though.
change it. We're gonna change it like every episode, I guess.
Yeah, we'll just
Stay.
finagle it. Actually, as this episode keeps going, if you guys have any suggestions for where you think certain plushies should go, again within reason, because sometimes they all kind of just lead on each other, so it does take a little bit of a balancing act. Let us know in the comments below.
Yes, please.
Anyways, okay.
Going on to the third pick for Ami now.
Okay, this is round 3 for me.
Round three.
Round 3, but this is round 2 Costco for me. Again, oh goodness, I'm trying to get you here, over here maybe. There you go. Can you see him? It's a Ravenclaw, and it's a Squishmallow. So this guy again sold at Costco. They did the 4 houses, And the more common one you see is the like 11-inch one or the slightly like medium sized one. This is big boy.
Big
This is
boy.
big boy. And my intention was to get. I have a set of girlfriends here who we are all big Harry Potter fans, and my intention was for me to get everyone's house. And when I tell you that I hunted for months and I could only get mine and one other girlfriend's, it was insane. These were like sold out so quickly. I don't know how I got so lucky in getting my house. I don't know. I'm not because it was so me and my girlfriend. I'm a Ravenclaw. One of my other friends is Hufflepuff. That's the other one that I got. I got her the Badger one. It's so funny because she's a very tiny little girl or tiny little Asian girl. When I gave her this giant squishmallow, I swear it looked like the squishmallow was swallowing her up rather than her hugging the squishmallow. And then my other two friends are Gryffindors, and of course everyone wants to be Gryffindor because everyone wants to be the main character. And those were sold out for forever, and I couldn't even get it on Amazon. Like it was insane. So I'm very grateful that I have my Ravenclaw. I love him so much. I love that it's not just the character, but it has the scarf and the logo over there. Oh, I'm trying to. There you go. So yeah, this is my Ravenclaw Squishmallow.
For me, I am not a fan of Harry Potter, but I was forced to take the which
Forced is a very
house
strong
are you?
word, good
And I
sir.
am a Slytherin.
Forced is a strong word.
I had no choice.
Also, oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Um, also, I did look it up. Ravenclaws and Slytherins are like relatively compatible, so I'm not that mad about it. It is kind of weird to me that I'm dating a Ravenclaw or that I'm dating a Slytherin, but like, hey yo, whatever. We all move on.
I find it weird that you look into it as if it were like astrology.
Well, no, because it's like, I mean, obviously, I was into Harry Potter from such a young age. Like, I read the books growing up. I think the first time I read the book or like when it came out was or not when it came out. I wasn't old enough yet. I started reading Harry Potter in second grade or third grade, and it was the first time that I read a book that was challenging enough for me, but it wasn't like it was interesting, and so it fascinated me. And and after that, like for the years after, as the books came out, like I was that kid that my dad would wake up really early to go to the store and get me the book, and sometimes to the point that like I would go with him and we would have two copies because I was reading while we're in line because I wanted to start reading right away, and he'd have to bring a second copy so that he could scan it, and then I could keep reading the whole time and I wouldn't stop. So yeah, that was Harry Potter is a big deal to me. And I don't know, it's funny to me that you're Slytherin, but it also makes sense to me because I'm just like, yeah, he is, I guess. He doesn't get it though, so it's hard to explain
I really don't.
to any of my fellow Potterheads. I know you'll understand and sympathize with me
Anyways, fun fact,
though.
Ami does have the hard case covers of the books.
Oh yeah, so I have the full set, and I'm collecting the hard case illustrated covers. They're not all. It's not complete yet. I think they just came out with five, so they still have six and seven to do. But yes, that's gonna be part of my future uh Bell library situation. I want the nice Harry Potter books included in
Alrighty then.
that.
Alright, so moving on to my fourth pick. And so this is my fourth pick. This is Evie,
The big Evie.
the very big Evie. Um,
Although, if I'm not mistaken, that's pretty close to what canon size Evie is, because Evie's supposed to be 2 feet.
no, Evie's a foot.
I thought Evie was 2 feet.
No, it's a foot.
So
I
this
believe
is
it's a foot.
this is a double XL Eevee
This
per
is
Pokemon Go rules.
I think this is 18 inches, so it's 1.5 times bigger.
Oh wow!
But
So it's an XL.
yes, this is the second of the three that I got from Black Friday this 2024 season. Um, of course, just like Gengar, this one was originally $50, but was half off, so I snagged it.
Hmm.
Um, this one has very long ears, which stay up, um, which I like. Plus, the tail and the back is very fat. Look how chonky this thing
She's
is.
thick.
Pretty thick.
Well, it keeps her balance, which is nice. Like when she's sitting on the ground, her tail kind of counteracts the problem like we were having with Cubone's head being too big. Evie's head is giant, but because Evie's tail is giant, also it keeps Evie like sitting properly.
Yes. And the only thing I don't like about this is the fur patch right
Really, you
here.
don't like the
I don't
collar?
like it.
Why?
Um, like just the material of this, like it doesn't really stick out. Like if it was more feathery, I guess, or like a rug or something,
Mm.
and you can like actually run your fingers through it, it would probably be better. But
Oh, I
this
see what
one
you're saying.
specifically, I don't like it like this. But it is what it is.
I like that it's a well, no, I will say I like that it's a different texture compared to kind of the soft felty texture that is the rest of the Eevee. So I can appreciate
True.
that. I understand what you're saying though, because like obviously like if Eevee were real, theoretically the collar would kind of be the point where you can kind of like snuggle the most, and you don't really have that capacity. Like it doesn't have enough pile on that fur collar to do that. I also wish that if can you turn it again? The the tip of the tail was the same or had like the kind of furry accent that
Oh, true.
because I mean it just again for kind of the effect of it but I understand why they didn't do it because it's just a lot easier to do it as one piece so
Now I know there are a bunch of people that love Eevee and all the evolutions,
mm-hmm.
and
Eevee's very popular.
so far, I believe this is the only one that they've made this size. And for them to make the evolutions this size as well would probably be a lot for us to get.
Oh yeah, because there's what
But it would be nice to have.
it'd be nice to have the full set for sure, but also like I honestly I'd be happy with the first three because that would be an investment to get all of them if they
Yes.
made. I don't know if they make them all in that size.
And who's to say that they won't make more in the future?
That's very true.
Because they're still missing like a rock type.
Okay, well, so the reason why is because they chose back in the day. It used to be divided into attack, physical attack, and special attack. And all of Eevee's evolutions are special attackers. That's not to say that their stats are like that. I understand that statistically, like, Umbreon's the bulky one, and the Staller, or no, Vaporeon's the Staller, and then Espeon has the highest special attack. Like, stat wise, I get what you mean, but back in the day before stats were like that, it was you had physical attack and you had special attack, and all of Eevee's evolutions are special attack. They weren't like they're kind of like magical, mystical rather than elements. So, although technically water is an element and fire, I don't know, but that's how it's divided.
Yeah. Um, I don't know all about that, but I do know.
Did I gleek too hard? I'm sorry.
Yes, yes, you did. But, you know, evolutions are cute. Eevee is
hmm
cute. We had to get Eevee.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, this is my fourth pick. We're going to put Eevee somewhere on the desk or the table.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't squish her tail. That's
It's all
fine.
plushy. They're meant to be squished.
I know, but she's fine like that.
All right.
She's like front and center. Look at her. Okay.
Going on to Ami's fourth pick.
So this is it okay if I do all of them together in the bag?
So, Ami's 4, 5, 6, and 7th pick.
Okay. Well, so the reason why I want to do it is because oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. The reason why I want to do them together is because they are a set and they're a very special set. So these are OG McDonald's and Pokemon collaboration. It's a set of 4. Oh, you can't see him. Here's Charmander. We have Charmander, Larvitar, Fat Pikachu. So this is when Pikachu was still chunky, and Fampy over there on next to Chiggy. And these toys came with McDonald's kids meals, and I'm pretty sure I got these when I lived in Japan. But they were available in America, if I'm not mistaken. Also, it's just they weren't
I never remember these.
because I don't think these are. Yeah, like there's English on the bottom, so it's not like this was a Japan. Again, I got them when I lived in Japan, but I also was a military brat, so I lived on a base. So we did have an American McDonald's.
I mean, I only say that because I don't ever remember in America, whenever you got a uh, Happy Meal,
Mhm.
that you ever got something bigger than what was inside the actual Happy Meal box.
Yeah. So these came they did have like a it was like a plastic cover, and then they like you got your Happy Meal box, and then you got this next to it in a plastic cover. And these are really really old. Like so this one, and they all had different things. So this one, Charmander's tail used to be able to light up. The battery very obviously is dead now. Larvitar, if you squeezed his hand, I think, or his foot, there's a button somewhere. He would just kind of shake and vibrate. Fampy was the same, but he has a string, and his string is completely messed up. And then I think Pikachu she would either make a cry or something. This one must have been the hand. Yeah, there's a button in Pikachu's hand, and it would say Pikachu or something like that, if I'm not
Yeah. So
mistaken.
Fampy has a string coming out the butt,
Yeah.
literally.
And so these are very, very special to me because obviously I've had these literally since childhood, and you can see, like, if you really see, they're dingy, but I never want to let these go. I don't think I'll ever sell these because they've been with me for so long, and I know that they're really rare. Like, I know that they're a collector item for sure because I don't know very many people who have them, and I was very lucky to have the opportunity to collect all of them. And my parents were really okay with that, even though my mom is not very big on us eating McDonald's, but she was okay with me getting these Pokemon toys. So yeah, this is my oh, sorry, Charmander, I didn't mean to. This is my next set of plushies.
All right, so for my fifth pick is Charizard.
Woo woo!
This completes my three purchases from Black Friday this year. Again, this was originally $50, but since he was half off, I had to get him. The only other one, uh, I don't even remember what it was, but there were two other ones that were on sale, but I didn't get them because I had one that were smaller.
Piplup?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
Um, but for this Charizard, the accent on this plush is the
Love this.
wings.
Love this Charizard.
The wings, like, they can flap,
Fully
um,
extend, like
full
it's
extend
it's
front to
full.
back.
Yeah.
It can cover him if you want to.
Oh, like a little blanket.
Like, this can be his blanket, but
Yeah.
um, this is what I mainly like about this Charizard is that the wings are not stagnant. You know, you can move
Hmm.
them around. You can flap them if you like wanted to fly him like that or something. Um,
Also, just good proportions. Like it looks like a Charizard. Because I know
yes,
some Charizard plushies, the neck isn't quite right, or like the belly isn't big enough. Like this is a solid Charizard, and the wings are just je ne sais quoi.
yes. Um, the fire looks a little jank. Um,
Do you think it would have been better if like the tufty thingy, like the EV collar, or do you think it just should have been like a brighter fabric?
I don't know. I think the flame is just too small.
Mm.
Um, like, I know the fire is supposed to grow from Charmander to Charmeleon to Charizard, but this one just looks too small.
Mm. Mhm.
But proportionally, it looks really good. Um, Something that I probably don't like is his neck.
Mhm.
Look at his neck, man. Your neck's so long, bruh.
That's how it is, though.
Cat.
Oh my goodness.
But I mean, yeah, it's a very good, decent looking Pokemon. They did a really good job with this plush.
Mhm.
Um, and this completes my Walmart haul from Black Friday this year.
I will say also, because I saw this Charizard, like online people talking about like, oh, if you're a Charizard fan or like Charizard fans buying it, and a lot of Charizard fans were really really happy with this plush because again, I think they got the dimensions right and they didn't sell the wings short because it's kind of hard, when you're making plushies and especially Pokemon, they have so many different types of Pokemon and there's so many things to consider. So like, it probably would have been a lot cheaper for them to make, foam wings or like something maybe less secure, less stable. but actually committing and doing like the full wing and like doing it in the full fabric, you know, and it has stuffing in it, so it's not like it's just like a piece of cloth. Like it has structure to it. So lots of Charizard fans were happy, and I mean, I'm not a big Charizard fan myself, but I am happy that we got this one because it's a pretty good one.
Yes. I'm not particularly a Charizard fan. I love Charmander
I was like,
the
your starter was
best
Charmander though.
out of the entire evolution line, but this one does look pretty good. He will go down next to Cubone somehow.
Cubone bone.
I
Careful
will
of his
fix
tail.
that.
I was like, careful of the tail.
Um,
Wings.
going to your eighth pick because you had a set.
These are my beautiful, wonderful, very amazing soda pops. When we decided to commit to this podcast, I decided to commit to getting the starters in plushie form, like as a set specifically. And that's not to say we have them in other sets, which we'll discuss later. But I very specifically wanted a set of the starters specifically for our podcast set because Pokemon is such a big part of what we enjoy in our lives, and I wanted that represented. I was not expecting our set to actually be all plushies, but it kind of worked out that way. And so these are the three Soda Pop, Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle. If I'm not mistaken, it's a collaboration with a Japanese artist, and it's just a stylized version of all three starters with very, very giant heads on all of them, except for Bulbasaur, but he's just kind of like, he's just a little guy. Look at that. And it's done in a slightly more pastel color palette, and the features are a little bit more simplified. And it kind of like harkens back to the old school, like 8-bit stylization, but just a modernized take on it. And so when I saw these, I knew that they were something that I wanted to invest in, and so I got them, and I got the full set. And when I opened them, oh my goodness, I was so excited because I felt like I was giving myself a present. It was great. We're gonna put the three of them here. Can you fix his tag?
Mhm.
I did want to keep the tag on him because they are so special and unique. And the reason why we put them in this order is because my starter of choice is Squirtle. Shiggy's starter of choice is Charmander, and so Bulbasaur just goes in the middle like so.
Sorry, Bulbasaur. No love for you.
That's not true. We love him. He's just not our starter of choice, and by that I mean like the starter that we chose when we started playing.
Yes. So for these three, of course, the pastel colors does make it stand out a little bit more because it's not the original coloring of these three Pokemon. But the other thing that I like about these is that when I looked up these three plushes, they are all made in the Philippines.
They
So I thought
are.
that was a pretty cool fact.
Also, Squirtle's eyes are blue, red, and white, and if you look at the shape of them, it kind of looks like the Philippine flag.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right? He
Yeah.
just doesn't have the three stars and the sun. But I love him so much. He's so perfect, and their proportions are so cute. Giant head and tiny, tiny body, but they sit well, even though they have giant head.
Yeah.
We love a good sitting plush.
Yes. So this is Ami's 8th, ninth, and 10th
I feel like
plush.
by doing that, you're making me sound like I'm cheating.
Well, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, you'll have sets coming up too.
Yes, I will.
Mhm.
So this is my 1, 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be my 6th pick. All right. So for my 6th pick is this Pikachu Squishmallow. This is actually the first Pokemon Squishmallow that we purchased.
Mhm.
As you can see, he has little love mark down here. This is from Ami's what is eyelash.
Look, I was crying one day, okay, and I've tried getting it out, and it won't get out. So
So this
we'll just call it his birthmark. It's fine.
this is
Everything is fine.
Pikachu's birthmark right here.
I'm like
It's black.
slipping into my chair. I'm so sorry.
Um, but yeah, this is our very first Pokemon Squishmallow. A very small size to sleep with. For
Also,
this,
it like weirdly looks triangular. Like it looks like an onigiri. Does it not?
to me, no.
It's like,
I mean, I kind of see it when you squish it down a little bit more,
yeah.
but I mean, when we first got them, it wasn't that bad. But the one thing I don't like about this one, it does have a tail.
But it's sewed on flat.
Yes, it's sewn onto the back of the Squishmallow.
Which makes sense, I guess, if you're like, if it's on your bed, because you don't want it like sticking out and then it can't sit flat. But it's also just like, Pikachu has a tail. Give it
Yes,
a tail.
it has a tail, and you can move it, but it's just sewn onto the back. So I don't want to cut it off,
No, we
and
won't.
I think if you do cut it off, you'll probably start uh, making a hole, and all the filling will start coming out. So we'll just leave it as it is. Um, the what are these ears?
Yeah.
Ears, they're not as pointy, but they're
Well,
very
but it's a
they're very
squishmallow.
squishy.
Yeah.
So
Has the iconic squishmallow squish.
Pikachu.
Again,
Um,
we love Fat Pikachu. Bring Fat Pikachu back.
we will put him behind Gengar.
Okay. This is plushie number
12.
12. This is my strawberry boba plushie. My strawberry boba plushie. I'm sorry, I'm looking at it. I couldn't tell where the face was. This is a strawberry boba plushie, and it's not a squishmallow specifically. This was actually a very, very sweet gift for my birthday.
Yes.
From Chicky. I love, love, love strawberries, and I love boba, and so Chicky very graciously got me a strawberry boba plushie. And I love it because it has a little straw. It has the boba at the bottom, but some of them are also like strawberry, which is so cute. It's a beautiful pink color. It has a very cute Enderby face, and so I love it. This was a very sweet gift from Chicky, and yeah,
Yes. So I believe this was the 2022 birthday that I got it.
it was pandemic. Yeah.
And it was part of, I think, 3 gifts that I got you.
Mhm.
Um, the other 2, one was a uh
The pull apart Disney
yeah,
thing.
like a notepad or the stickies, and
Mhm.
every time you pull off a sheet, it leaves a uh part of the paper there, and once you start pulling off more and more pieces of the paper, it makes a picture, and I believe it's like the Magic Castle.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was one of them. Of course, the Bobo was the second one. The third
Mhm.
one, I believe, was I got from 1-800 Baskets or 1-800 Flowers. And it was a flower with a vase.
Oh yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. The like roses with the pink face,
Yes.
which is one of my favorite faces now because it's pink. But yes, Strawberry Vulva, we love her, and she will go next to Hello Kitty. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
Ta-da. Oh,
All
you
right.
can't even see her, but it's fine. Next. is number 13.
13.
Plushie number 13 is Smoliv. Look at the little guy. So I purchased Smoliv the same time I purchased the soda pops. And I think it was to hit the shipping minimum. But also, Chicky and I both played Scarlet and Violet. I had Violet, Chicky had Scarlet. And I got Smoliv. I love Smoliv. He is the goodest of good boys. He has the best little anxious expression, and just I love him with like all my little being for just being the littlest guy. Um, and yeah, he's one of my favorites that came out in Scarlet and Violet. I don't like Dolive or Arbovolia. I don't know his evolution. But I don't think they're bad Pokemon. I just like Smoliv as he is, and he's so cute. I also don't like the mini game, the one where you have to push the olive into the giant basket like it's a soccer ball.
Oh, yeah. That one was easy.
It was easy, but it was also just like I don't get it. But I like Smoliv, and he's very cute. So yes, this is the Smoliv. Ta-da!
All right. Moving on to my next pick. If you guys have ever seen the original Japanese series of Pokemon, Fuecoco is the main character. Okay,
Huh?
he, even though like he's not the quote unquote actual main character, he has main character syndrome. He does.
He really does.
Like this guy in the actual series is the cutest thing ever. And so after I saw like a couple of uh, reels on the Japanese Pokemon series, this guy became my favorite.
Burning
Now,
oranges.
as a Squishmallow, he is amazing. He really does look like an actual marshmallow.
He's the derpiest of derpy squishies. Yes.
They got the little hair on his head.
His little flames. Yep.
Pretty spot on. He doesn't have any other real features other than his tail.
And his little like patches, his back patches and his little front patch.
Yeah. They don't really stick out though, like this does or his tail does. But I mean, I do see what you're saying. They do have that detail on there. Um,
this is also a newer or I say collaborate, but like this is a newer set from Pokemon and Squishmallow.
Yes.
I want to say this came out like the last 2 months or so. Relatively recently.
Okay, I just had to confirm. His nose.
Yes.
So big.
But
does that look like his tooth right there?
Yeah, that's his
teeth,
teeth,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
He's
not
a
what I had to
crocodile,
confirm.
or yeah, alligator crocodile.
But this guy just squished the crap out of him.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, this is my favorite Squishmallow at the moment. Ami had picked this up for me from GameStop. And then after picking this up, we went from GameStop over to Hot Topic and found the bigger one.
I know, it was devastating.
But I was like, no, this is a good size. The other one is a lot bigger. And
I think the other one is the size of Snorlax,
yes.
if I'm not mistaken.
So if we had got the other one, it'd be too big for me to actually squeeze and hug. So
valid.
This one's the good size.
Well, that's the huggable size. They're all good sizes. It just depends on what you're looking for.
Yes.
Depends on the purpose. This is a good squidging size.
All right.
So
Fuecoco, you're gonna go join Dragonite on the floor.
So
this is Ami's 14th pick, and this is also my 9th pick.
Olaf.
So there's 2 Olafs.
These are the 9-inch Olafs. That's not a foot. They're smaller than a foot. So they're pretty small.
I think they're 10-inch.
10-inch, maybe? I'm not sure. Okay. It's going to be hard to tell on camera because they look pretty much identical. However, and I don't know, up to you. You make your judgments. One is from Target, one is from Walmart. I bought the one from Target because I was walking through Target and I saw him and I said, I'm going home with him. That was it. Um, and so I bought this actually in the store. And then this one, Chiggy bought him online for, was it Black Friday
This
or
was
was it?
also a Black Friday, but this was my first purchase from Black Friday because I wanted to get Pokemon cards, and so I needed to max out so I can get the free
Free
shipping, and I
shipping.
needed at least $5 more, and that was $5.
So, for all intents and purposes, they are the same. However, the material is different. The Target Olaf is a lot smoother, and the Walmart Olaf like has weird squishy texture, as in like you could tell that it was like vac packed, and then like it's not coming out. Like it has that like wrinkle in it from like a vacuum bag all over. And so and when you're touching them, like you could feel this one is just like a little bit of a softer, shorter pile than this one is, which would make you think that this one is nicer because it has a higher pile on the texture, but it just looks wrinkled. Another thing to note is their noses. For whatever reason, their noses are different. Like Target has a longer, straighter nose, and then Walmart has like a nose. Again, it looks like he's just been vac packed, and you could literally just like make his nose disappear. They're also different colored noses. The Target one's a lot lighter, and the Walmart one's a lot darker. And the top of the head too. This one feels like a really nice velvety kind of material, and then this one feels like a weird meshy velvet felt. Um, and so yeah, it's just kind of really interesting to me because these are both Disney branded, these are both Squishmallow branded, but because they came from different stores, they're different. And I don't know, it's really weird to me because like I'm pretty sure they're sold the exact same or they're advertised the exact same. But if you're really paying attention, like there really are some significant differences. So why is this all important or why does this even matter? I just recommend if you're gonna get Squishmallows, get them from Target rather than Walmart because I feel like the ones from Target are better quality and I don't know, this feels like it'll have a better lasting power to it because it just this one already looks like it's been used and we bought this brand new. And then this one I had it for longer. Like Chiggy just bought this one. I've had this one for over a couple more months than before he did, and it still looks perfectly fresh and great. But I do love them. I don't think I explained. I'm a big Frozen fan. That's my favorite Disney movie. I'll just
Yes.
put them here.
So my 10th pick is Teddy Ursa. This was again part of my first Black Friday Walmart haul with Pokemon cards.
Mhm.
So it was the Pokemon cards, Teddy Ursa, and the Olaf brother.
Mhm.
Um, I needed that to get $75 total to get the free shipping.
Free shipping was 75, not even
Yeah.
50. What?
Um, so I just got them just to fill up my cart. It was a Squishmallow. It was one that we didn't have, and so I just snagged them.
Mhm.
Um,
This one's been out for a while too.
there's nothing really sticking out on this one. It has a tail, it has 2 ears, and everything else is just smooth.
Yeah.
So this one has a really good texture to it. Um, just like all other Squishmallows, the way it feels is the same throughout the entire Squishmallow, other than the face,
Mhm.
because of all the uh,
Details.
detail to it. But yeah, they're very small. I think this is a 10-inch Squishmallow, but
If that's 10 inches and you said this is 10 inches, there's
no,
no
that's
way.
8 inch.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. Continue.
That's my bad then if I said that. This is 10-inch. Olaf's are 8. But yeah, I don't really like Teddy Ursa as a Pokemon.
It's a good teddy bear, like, equivalent in the Pokemon world. I mean, you have Beware and you have Stuffle, but, like, Teddy Ursa has like the perfect coloring and the perfect whatever, so it makes sense to make Teddy Ursa to a squishmallow.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I just snagged Teddy Ursa just because. So he will go right here
He's
in
a
the
cute
middle.
guy.
This is Ami's 15th plushie.
And arguably, well, is he my favorite?
This is my favorite Squirtle.
Yeah. Um, he's up there. No, my favorite Squirtle's the OG, which we don't have, but we'll discuss him another time. So this is the boy. Um, he just, just take a moment. It's so great. He's so great. Look at you, so perfect. Chiggy and I were at a convention. Do you recall which convention,
I do
Chiggy?
not.
Okay.
I was
Was it?
thinking about it and I couldn't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was the one that was here though, wasn't it? Because it wasn't
Yes,
Norfolk.
it was in Richmond.
So then, oh, it was in Richmond. I was about to say, if it's in Richmond, then it's the
I don't know
anime
the name
one.
of it.
Okay. Well, so there's only a couple of conventions that go on in our area. If we really want to go to big conventions, we'd have to go to DC. But we did travel to Richmond for this particular convention. I'm pretty sure it was an anime convention. I will maybe in the edit we'll pop the name if we oh gosh, maybe in the edit we'll pop the name if we remember. I don't know.
I do distinctly remember it was a cosplay convention.
Oh, were we dressed up?
No, we weren't. I
Okay.
mean, we weren't dressed up like the others were dressed up. We just had like a shirt that kind of matched.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. We had our matching graphic shirts. Okay. So, while we were at this convention, obviously, if you are familiar, conventions have many, 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 many vendors. There are vendors from like legit retail stores or from small businesses, but then there's also like or artist alley and things like that. And um, it's a really great place to go shopping if you're a nerd. And Chiggy stopped at a booth that was selling some Pokemon cards, and I was kind of just like daydreaming around him because I generally don't pay attention, and Chiggy just kind of makes sure that I don't wander off too far. But at one point, I kind of turned around and I was looking at the vendor that Chiggy was at, and this little fella was sitting on the shelf, just looking at me with those big old eyes and that big old smile. And to be honest, I kind of blacked out at this point, but from my understanding, I wouldn't stop staring at him to the point that Chiggy bought him because I wouldn't stop looking at him. Um, and so we brought him home, and he's my boy, and he's so wonderful and perfect. Um, if I haven't said it, Squirtle is probably my favorite Pokemon. I don't know why, but he's just he's been my OG. He's been my number one from the beginning, and I love him to pieces. And this particular Squirtle is just it's so great. Like his face, perfect. Proportions, wonderful. Tail sticks out. And he has a little thingy, so if you really wanted to hang him, you could. And he's just great. He's so wonderful. Like I've debated if I wanted to DIY the like felt sunglasses or something for him because he's just kind of like that. He's the perfect like Squirtle Squad Squirtle, but at the same time, I don't want to cover that wonderful, beautiful face. Like he's so wonderful. I love him.
So let me add on to this.
Yeah.
So when Ami saw the Squirtle, she looked at him, and then as I turned to her and asked her if she wanted it, she turned around so that she wasn't looking at the Squirtle and said no. And then she had this pouty face, and she just had a change in mood so drastic that I was like, she has to have this
No,
Pokemon now.
no, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, it was. Because as soon as I gave him to you, your mood brightened up so much and you were so happy. I was like, okay, yeah, you wanted it.
Cause he's so perfect. I mean, just look at him. He's so great. He's a wonderful little boy. He the best boy. I love him. I love this version of Squirtle. It's such a good Squirtle. It is such a good Squirtle. I can't get over just perfect face, perfect proportions. The boy, he's great. Oh, actually, I could probably tell you guys. He is. Oops. Um, it's a Japanese one. Bondi Spirits. I know Bondi is a. Oh, it's taped. I don't want to mess with it. Um, but it's from Bondi, so I don't know if he's available. I mean, I'm assuming if you go to like a Japan or something like that, you could probably find him. I honestly I haven't seen him anywhere else. So, um, yeah, he's the best.
This is my 10th. I believe this is number 10.
Mm.
Uh, plush. This is Star from the
From.
movie Wish.
Hmm.
Um, we got to watch the movie at the beginning of the year for free on Naval Base. Um, and
Was it the beginning of the year? Oh yeah, because we went to yeah.
yes, it was at
This
the
is
beginning
when
of
we
the year.
we went to go visit my parents, who live on the opposite side of the country. And we spent New Year's with them.
Yes. So we got to watch the movie, and then days later we went to Disney.
Literally, a couple days later, we were
Went to
like,
Disney.
after watching a Disney movie, let's go to actual Disney. Why not?
Saw this guy, and I didn't get him at Disney because the thing was I didn't want to travel with him and squish him in whatever luggage I had because I didn't have any extra luggage to bring other stuff. So
Which it
after
wasn't even unreasonable to think that he could have just held the thing, but he was so. Because while we were at the parks, I was telling him, I was like, let's just get it. Like, it's a brand new movie. It's a brand, like, and I was like, the last thing I'd want is for us to go home. It's sold out, and then you can't get the one thing that you wanted from Disney. But he was so adamant about, I don't want to travel with it, and this, that, and the other.
well, if I did travel with this and I held on to him
He
the
would have been
entire
fine.
time,
He would have been fine.
I would not help you.
What do you mean, help me?
Help you with whatever you needed help with.
Oh, my goodness.
Because let's be honest, you would have needed help from me.
I mean, you know.
Yes, you would. And so, at the beginning of the year, we went to Cali, went to Disney, did not get this, but after coming home from the trip, ordered this on the Disney website, got them,
Or online, yeah.
and I think this was like $40. But
Something like that.
I believe this was the largest size you could get them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And yeah, after the watching the movie, just love this little thing. It's a
It's
star, but it has a
star.
heart face.
It's a butt face.
It has a heart
It does
face.
have a heart face.
See, it's a heart. It's a heart.
It is. Yeah. That's Star from the movie Wish.
Wish.
And I think that's like the first Disney movie that I watched in a movie theater with you.
Yes, very true.
And yeah, and he was so taken by it that we had to get the little squishy guy. That's literally what he does in the movie.
Twirls
Yeah.
all day long.
Twirls and floats around. But yeah, that's Star.
Yeah, this is probably the only non-Pokemon plush I have.
I guess.
Because all the other non-Pokemon plushes are yours.
Oh yeah. Well, you know.
So, there it is. Star.
Star. Covering everyone.
Yep. We're running out of room. So, all the other ones that you're going to see will be shown on camera and then thrown off set.
I was about to say, you want to just do like quick fire with these ones? Because these
Yes.
are all, this is the last bit. This is the final stretch for Chiggy's stuffies.
All right. So, I do have a ton more, but they're all pretty small. So, we're just going to rapid fire through all of these.
Yeah. and I if you watch the first episode, the gamer girl sweater that I was wearing is also part of her merch. I bought this guy at the same time. And yeah, she does a lot of like cute gamer girl things and including I had to get the Squirtle obviously. So, I just really love him. He's so cute and perfect. Like I feel like this is the kind of Squirtle that like if we had a kid and this was like a mobile, like this would be the perfect Squirtle for that, if that makes sense. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's giving very it's giving baby. It's giving baby energy and baby love. And just the little blush patches are just chef's kiss. So in my next Squirtle. I'll put him next to his friend.
Okay. So I have a GameStop bag here with a bunch of GameStop plushes. The first one I pull out is the boy Squirtle.
Love him.
These were all uh, stuff I got from GameStop. They there were multiple sets of these.
Mm.
It just so happened that I couldn't buy the entire set all at once, and so I just got pieces from individual sets. So Squirtle's one of them. Uh, they're all what I don't know what size is this, 5 inch, 6 inches. But I do remember that they're all $15 from GameStop. So Squirtle's one of them.
Mm-hmm. They're also typically the ones that like if you go to most game stores or whatever, they're the plushies that most US retailers that sell Pokemon plushies have. Like they're the kind of standard handheld size plushies. The next one that I have here in my lap is Snorlax, but I don't know the story behind this particular Snorlax. This is a Japanese one. Is
Yes,
he a con one?
that is a Japanese one. This one came straight from Japan. My
Oh,
brother had
that's right.
bought them when they visited the
This
Pokemon
is from
Center.
Kuya, yeah.
And when he came back, he gave it to me with two other Snorlaxes. One he kept, and the other one I do not have on set. It is offset, but it looks pretty much similar to that one, just a lot smaller.
He he a cute squishy boy. Okay.
All right. Coming out of the next,
Mm.
this next one is Leafeon, also from GameStop. Um, I don't know what to say about this. This one looks really derpy. His face looks really messed up.
To be fair,
Um,
it's been in the bag and the ears are kind of like misshapen. If we
well,
reshape the ears, I think it'll be fine.
the ears are fine, but the face looks really derpy. The like it looks too happy.
Too happy?
Yeah,
Is
like
Leafy
it's
not allowed to be happy?
supposed to be like fierce, but whatever. This is Leafeon. Uh, I never had a reason for buying these. I just bought them because I thought they were cool.
Next one we have. Hold on, let me move. I found a bunch in my lap, y'all. Sorry. We're trying to rapid fire these. Um, I have Sleeping Charmander. So this is from the Target collection of the. No, it's not Target. These are still Pokemon, but they sell them at Target. And I have the Squirtle one. Chiggy has the Charmander one. This is Chiggy's. We have the we have two out of the three starters, and we plan on eventually getting Bulbasaur or the sleeping Bulbasaur. But yeah, sleeping Charmander from Target. Love him.
All right, and the next one coming out of the GameStop bag is Yamper.
Another Yamper.
Another Yamper. This one is the actual proportionate size Yamper.
Oh yeah, not giant head
Right.
Yamper.
So the body is proportionate to the head, whereas the other one, the head was SD, super distorted. But this one, I like it. It's a good size. It looks like a what was that?
Mm.
A dachshund, um, like the hot dog,
Oh, hot dog a dog.
but it's
Okay.
a corgi, so it's the electric corgi. So I had to get them because I love corgis. So here's Yamper.
Yeet. Now for me to pull out of the GameStop bag. Oh, look at that! I got Pikachu. Um, yeah, just another GameStop plushie, and not fat Pikachu, unfortunately, but still very cute. I like the smile on this one because it has the open mouth smile, so super cute. Yeet.
Yeet. Coming out the bag next, we have Eevee.
Eevee.
This one Of
It's
course, from
literally the
GameStop.
miniature version of this. Like,
Yes,
actually.
the miniature version. This one has the floof all around. The tail is still super big on this one, but
Hmm.
this one has more defined feet.
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah. The feet are, you can see the
you can
individual
see
little
all 4 feet.
paws.
But this is Evie.
So, for one of Chiggy's birthdays, or maybe it was a New Year's gift, I don't remember. I tried getting the oh my goodness, the receipt is still in here. I'm dead. Let me start that over. So for one of Chiggy's birthdays, I tried to get the um silver collection. I don't know, it was some kind of 50th something anniversary for something. I don't know what it was.
50th?
It wasn't silver 50?
No, that's gold. This
Oh.
is silver's 25.
Oh, 25. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm saying then. Sorry. The point is, they had silver Pokemon at one point, and I was trying to get the full starter set for Galar, which is Sword and Shield. And I was able to get my hands on the Pikachu and the Sobble. Um, but I couldn't get the Grookey or the Score Bunny, and I was devastated because, well, number one, I really like Sobble because anxious boy, again, giving the same energy as Smoliv. Him and Smoliv could be friends. Um, but I wanted the full set because obviously, like the starters, they go together, and obviously having Pikachu is nice. Couldn't get it, and I was so devastated to the point that I told Chiggy about it, ruined the surprise that I was trying to get these for him, and he misunderstood what I said, and he ordered the uh, Funko Pop versions of the silver Score Bunny. I think you got, but you didn't get the Grookey. You just got the Score Bunny, I think,
Hmm.
and or something like that. And it was just really, really funny that we still don't have a full set, but it's a funny memory, and we do have these two, so it is nice that we were able to get these guys. And yeah, these are just GameStop purchases. Yeet.
Yeet. All right. So the last one in this bag
Oh,
I have is Charmander.
aw.
This one does not look proportionate.
You know what?
It
His face looks a little weird.
it looks off, but his face is not fully rounded. Um, the centering is a little bit off on the face, and his body is definitely not proportionate. I don't know if it's because it's squished or that's just how it was made, but this one looks really bad. Um, not as bad as your dingy McDonald's Charmander, but
Well, he's just, yeah.
since yours is a lot
If he was,
older,
yeah, I was like, if he was new, he would have looked 10 times better than that. But this guy's just kind of old.
yeah, well, since this one's a lot newer, it still looks a lot worse than your old one. But
Yeah,
this is the one from GameStop. I don't like it, but I got it.
we have it. Next one I have is another. Is this GameStop or did we? Yeah,
Yep,
this
this
is
is all
GameStop.
GameStop.
We have the Dratini plush. She's very, very cute. I love her little ears. I love that she does sit. Like, she actually sits, even though she's a little dragon snake thing. Um, Good color, good plush. Bit on the small side, but again, just another GameStop plushie. Heath.
All right, I have another GameStop bag below me.
Do you really?
Yeah. So the first one I got here is Pichu.
Aw,
Love
baby
this
Pikachu.
one. The ears very big, pointed.
Hmm.
Um,
The proportions are right. Like, it looks like a good Pichu.
it looks pretty good. The head is a little
The back of the head
off,
is like extra round.
but this one is a good looking plushie.
Hmm. I think the last ones I have are just little keychains.
That's fine.
So we have the, oh, these are called Pokemon clip-on plushes. They're literally still on the tag. These are meant for backpacks. So we have the little Charmander. Looks better than your plushy Charmander, but still a kind of a derpy Charmander. But it is really, really small. Literally, it's meant to just clip on. He's cute.
All right. The next one I got here is Score Bunny,
Oh, yeah, the regular Scar Bunny.
the regular Score Bunny. Big head, long ears, tiny body, even tinier limbs. Um,
He's meant to be a soccer player. I love the way they did his feet, though. They gave him proper feet.
yes. Looks pretty good. I like the super distorted on Pokemon, which makes it a lot cuter. But Scorbunny is not one of the Pokemon that I usually like, but it's a fire type, so
Hmm.
I do like fire types.
If you had to pick a starter from Galar, which one would you pick?
I don't know.
Okay. Next one, again, we have another clip-on plush, and it's Bulbasaur. This one I actually really do like because they did the his little bulb. They did it right, and it's a different material from. Same material, but like a little bit different from his body. So they did pay attention to the details, even though he's a little bit on the smaller side. And yeah, Bulbasaur.
And here I have Sobble.
There's the regular
This
Sobble.
one is extra sad.
I know.
Um, but yeah, big head, small body. Love this one.
We love the crying Pokemon. I got next clip-on plushie is Pikachu. This one again has that problem where the tail is attached to the actual plush, but other than that, pretty decent Pikachu. She's a little bit square for her like size and shape, like a little bit squared off for a Pikachu, but otherwise, good plushie.
All right, and here I have some link. This one's Torchic. Again, big head, small body.
I love the feathers on top.
The feet are really defined.
Mm-hmm. Little fire chicken nugget.
Little fire chicken. Torchic fillet. That's what I remember.
Chick-fil-A. That's what it is.
This is the GameStop Torchic.
And last but not least on my side, of course, we had to round out the starters, and we have the boy. We got the Squirtle plush. Again, like not too bad on the colors. The material's really, really great. His face is a little bit squashed, and his tail is kind of sad, but like it does stick out. So, and what do you expect from, again, a little backpack keychain? They are very, very cute though, and it was nice that we were able to get the full set.
I think I have two more left.
Oh, I
So
forgot
we
about
have
him.
Totodile. I like the back
So
on this,
cute.
the pink fins on here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, funny story is that I bought this guy twice.
Yeah.
And I gave one away because I had an extra.
Did you give it away? I didn't know that.
Well, you asked if you could give it away,
Okay.
and it was for a baby.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is the one that I kept. The other one I gave away to Ami's friend for her baby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the last one that we have here,
Last but not least,
this guy, Trico.
Rico.
His tail is super heavy on this one.
Mm. Do you like that it's not sewn to his back though?
Yeah, I do like that. I don't like the details that they have on this plush.
Yeah.
It looks underwhelming,
Mm-hmm.
but
I don't like that the way his hands are like perpetually in T-pose. Like I'm pretty sure like his running animation maybe or his walking animation, his hands maybe go up a little bit, but I don't know. As a plushie, perpetual T-pose looks a little.
It looks weird.
Yeah, like he's being crucified or something.
Yeah. So this is the last one that we have on set. We do have a couple of more plushes that are not here in this house or on set, as Ami was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Do you want to get into those or no?
No, well, again, let us know in the comments below if you enjoyed seeing our plushies, learning about our plushies, learning about like the stories behind them and kind of how we got to this insane collection. Let us know down below. We'd be happy to do another follow-up episode or even just like a mini follow-up or something like that. So yeah, just let us know. And do you have anything else?
No, I mean just talking about each individual plush on its own was pretty long-winded.
Yeah.
Um this episode will probably be at least an hour. I don't
Oh
know.
goodness.
I haven't checked the time. I can't see the time right now, but I know this episode will be pretty long. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys, you know, give us some feedback on it so we can make some more episodes
For
out of them.
sure. Yep. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye!